Surrounded and alone, the calf must now face the Serengeti's most efficient predators.
The vast Serengeti plain stretched out under the early morning sun like a golden silk carpet, shimmering in the gentle breeze. In this immense and silent space, beauty often intertwined with harsh reality. Amid the dry grass, a small figure trembled with the weight of fate. It was Kibbo, a young white rhino calf, staggering on wobbly legs after losing his mother during a violent storm the previous night. His high-pitched cries pierced the quiet air, desperate calls to a parent who would not respond. The only reply came from the shadows of a nearby thicket. Golden eyes appeared, the telltale sign of a pride of lionesses spreading silently, circling in calculated anticipation. They were not villains of a storybook, but hunters driven by instinct, and Kibbo's fate seemed grim. Yet, in the midst of this looming tragedy, a different force arrived, someone who understood both worlds. As the lionesses gradually tightened their circle, a low hum of an engine broke the tension. A dusty old pickup truck emerged on the horizon, weaving through the heat haze toward a lone acacia tree. The driver, Elias, moved carefully, stopping at a respectful distance, close enough to assert his presence but far enough not to provoke the predators. He stepped out with deliberate calm, each movement measured, knowing that haste signaled fear in the wild. Elias carried no weapon, only a steady composure that radiated confidence and control. He walked toward Kibbo and the lead lioness, leather boots thumping rhythmically on the dry earth, until he positioned himself between predator and prey. Kibbo, exhausted and terrified, lay flat in the shade, gasping for breath. Elias began the technique he called the low hum, a steady vibration from deep within his chest. To the lionesses, it was neither threat nor prey signal, but a strange anomaly. Their ears turned toward him, confused. In their world, humans either flee or attack, yet Elias's calm presence and unusual sound disrupted their instinctive rhythm. This was a psychological dance, a subtle negotiation with nature itself. Every second Elias maintained his stance was another second for Kibbo to breathe, another chance for a miracle to unfold. The midday sun rose higher, intensifying the savanna's glare. The lead lioness, experienced and marked with faint battle scars, began to grow restless. She lowered her body, amber eyes fixed on the calf, muscles coiled for the decisive strike. Elias knew the low hum alone could no longer hold back the predators. With precision, he reached into his chest pocket and pulled out a small metal mirror, a tool rangers used for signaling over long distances. Catching the sunlight at the perfect angle, he flashed a brilliant beam toward the pride. The lions, unaccustomed to such phenomena, paused mid-motion, bewildered by the dancing, dazzling light. Elias skillfully moved the mirror, creating an invisible barrier of shimmering spots that captivated the lion's attention. Seizing the moment, Elias tossed a cloth soaked in cool water and mineral salts toward Kibbo. The calf, on the verge of collapse, inhaled the scent, and a flicker of life returned to his eyes. The rhythm of the savanna had shifted. The ground itself seemed to pulse beneath their feet. Elias sensed the vibrations first, subtle thumps rising into a steady drumbeat. The lionesses noticed too, ears swiveling, their aggression replaced by unease. From the horizon, a dust column rose, and through it charged 3 adult rhinos, led by a majestic mother with a horn as powerful as her resolve. Kibbo's call had summoned them, or perhaps Elias's careful intervention had maintained the invisible bond that guided them. Confronted with this unstoppable force, the lions retreated silently, disappearing into the golden grass. The reunion was tender and profound. Kibbo's mother lowered her head, gently nudging her calf with her horn, a quiet gesture of love and protection. Strengthened by his mother's presence in the cool cloth, Kibbo rose shakily but steadily, his small shadow merging with hers under the fading afternoon sun. Elias leaned against his truck, a smile of quiet relief spreading across his face. His role as a shield was complete, the laws of nature remained intact, yet compassion had carved a window for life to endure. The Serengeti slowly returned to its serene rhythm, the intense confrontation a brief ripple in the eternal flow of the wild. Kibo's story is more than a wildlife rescue. It is a testament to the power of presence, empathy, and understanding. Elias did not overpower or manipulate nature. He created a space for it to heal itself. In that delicate balance, he protected not just a rhino, but the invisible bond between humans and the natural world. In our own lives, we may encounter moments where quiet courage, timely intervention, or a simple act of care can make all the difference. If this story touched your heart, share it as a reminder that hope lives wherever people are willing to stand for the vulnerable. Subscribe to join us on more journeys across the wilderness, and let's continue spreading kindness, one compassionate action at a time.